Hello there friends, Ken here, welcome back to Hearthstone for a final dip into One Night in Karazhan. We did it, the party's kicking, it's pumping, everyone's having a good time. We got Malkazar on the DJ set, wicking it up, and now everyone's jamming down, and we're just going to finish things off with a couple of relaxed class challenges. Valera Sanguinar, the rogue, of course, taking on the Shade of Aran. This guy, of course, you remember, gives us +3 spell damage to both players, which could be quite good for the rogue, because the rogue has a lot of these cheap cantrip spells, you know, things like Shiv, deal 1 damage, draw a card. That's deal 4 damage, draw a card. Suddenly that's incredibly good. Eviscerate, deal 7 damage. Fantastic, you know. What have we got here? The Ethereal Peddler. Reduce the cost of cards in your hand from other classes by 2 mana. So this kind of synergizes with cards like the Burgle, of course. And with the new 1 mana 1/1 that steals a card from your opponent when it dies.
The Shade of Aran. I'll teach you respect.
What?
Speak of the devil, here's the Swashbuckler. And look at this. Backstab. 5 damage. Yeah, whatever. No danger. Just 5 damage to, you know, just a little 5 damage. Just a free 5 damage to an enemy minion. No big deal.
No
Grand Crusader. This guy's not happy.
Meet Aran, the curmudgeonly ghost.
Why has this guy got more spell damage? I guess, you know, once you're stacking it up, why not keep stacking it up? Let's get let's play it cool, play the slow game. No need to rush it out.
I am not some simple jester. I am Netherspite.
Excuse me, you are...
Oh, has he got a secret? Phew! Thank goodness. You remember the secrets he has those secrets that when you attack, it deals 5 damage to all other enemies. So whatever you attack with, anything else you've got on the board, including your hero, will take 5 damage. It's pretty rude.
A tango.
Here we go.
Man, 6 damage is a lot. I almost don't want to waste it, but, you know, you got to get that board presence. Got to get that board presence. And here we go. Here's the secret. I must have just drawn it. So we want to attack with this chappy to minimise the amount we take. And we might even shiv the face here. We could even shiv Eviscerate. There you go. Deal 5 damage to this poor chap and to our face. But it's fine, because we're going to shiv. Now normally I wouldn't encourage just spelling the face, but when you got +4 spell damage, you got to make the most of that. Oof.
Excuse me.
Pretty rude. Look at that, we've almost killed him already. Oh, the Shifter Xeris, a nice fun card. Let's get the Azure Drake out. A Nefarian. I guess that does synergize pretty well with that new card. I hadn't even really considered Nefarian. You kind of forget about it because it's such a fancy, unique effect. Well, no, I suppose it's not a unique effect, but because it's a legendary, it's a big high-end thing. 7 damage here. We just need to deal 4 to face, and we've already got this under control. Steam Wheel Sniper. Not the most useful card for us, necessarily. Grand Crusader. Feels okay on the board. Guess it's a random paladin card. Steward of Darkshire, not too useful, but there we are. Do we want to bop a dude? Not desperately, no. Ooh, the Doomsayer. That could be quite fun. And here's the Undercity Fuckster. Everyone's favourite. Would you like some funnel cakes? This is a 1 health minion, so it doesn't apply to this chap. Azure Drake could be okay. Azure Drake might give us a win, you never know. Probably won't. Another Undercity Fuckster. Let's get this. Or do we want the Doomsayer as like a... You've got to deal with this.
The
is coming!
Oh, going to polymorph it? No, not going to polymorph it. Kind of a waste of a polymorph then. Good old AI. Oh, during your turn your hero is immune. Of course, fantastic. Let's burgle. Spellbender could be quite a nice one. But we need to play something if we're going to Spellbender. So let's get the Fuckster out. Try and trick him into doing a big spell on it.
The master is mighty, but I have powers of my own.
Okay. Now we've got 7 damage here, which would go up to 8. So, by my calculations,
Buy one!
5 damage to us. No big deal. No great shakes.
Here we go.
We drop a Soot Spewer. We, you know, why not? Let's knife up. Let's play a Fuckster. Schwunk! Eviscerated, my friend. Got to be careful who you give that spell damage to next time. And the Ethereal Peddler, there we are. So yeah, synergizes with all 3 of those cards we got to see, the Burgle and the Undercity Huckster. And I keep forgetting the name of the new chap, the 1/1 chap. The Swashbuckler, I believe it is. And then of course Nefarian as well, which is an interesting idea. We didn't get to see it in action, which is a little disappointing, but it didn't really matter. We still murdered that chap. Netherspite. Oh, Netherspite was such a good fight. It's the one that it gets 3 attack. Its hero power is just to get 3 attack, but it has those 2 portals. You remember on the left rather. On the left there's a red one that goes round this way and deals gives minions Wind Fury, or gives anyone Wind Fury that it hits. The first thing it hits. And the right one is blue, and the blue one deals means that you only take 1 damage. You know what, I'll just get into the battle and we can look at it. We get the Moonglade Portal, which I think is a decent card. Random 6 cost minion. Restore 6 health. Good arena card, I think, you know. 6 health is good. You could restore a Boulder Fist Ogre, or save your face a bit if you're being pressured. And 6 cost minions are pretty good, even if they're random.
I must protect the wild.
Okay, we've got a pretty good start here. The Druid of Saber, Mounted Raptor, Mark of Visage. This Druid of Saber will be a beast as well, so it works with Mark of Visage. So here we are. So we've got the red portal here.
Empower the dragon. Use minions to block them.
The red portal gives Wind Fury. The right portal means you only take 1 damage from any hit. So at the moment they're just swinging around here, but if we drop stuff down on the left, then it'll take the Wind Fury. If we drop it down on the right, it'll take the damage protection. It's a pretty neat encounter. So initially I think we want to stop the Wind Fury.
Another night on
Let's get the +1/+1 and stealth.
Leave them alone.
Now we got a 3/2 Wind Fury stealth.
So much to learn.
And then next turn we can drop down something on here.
bathe in flame.
We want to make a 5/2 minion because it can only take 1 damage at a time. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Now, you're no longer taking 1 damage at a time, my friend.
Stop touching the portals. The flux modulations are precisely tuned.
We got Fandral Staghelm on here. A nice fun card. Oh, come on. Why are you going to do me like that? I wanted to Wild Walker it. But, never mind. Do we get Fandral out? Or do we get out the Mounted Raptor? I think we get out the Mounted Raptor. So he can clear this, but it won't have wind. He won't give him Wind Fury because something else will be replacing it if he does. Gonna take this chap out. He's gonna take this chap out, but again protected from the Wind Fury. Knight of the Wild. It's going to reduce the cost of this card, so it's 7 mana. Classic card. It's going to get cheaper when we play Beasts. Very Beast Druid deck here, which I like. Like a nice Beast Druid. We could get the Mounted Raptor out with the Mark of Yashaj. Could be pretty solid. There we go. Would have been potent on the Wind Fury side, but, you know. Also very strong over here. It's going to survive for a very long time. See, this time, doesn't hit this chap. Only needs 1 hit on this chap. Nothing. Nothing. I'm gonna bop out the Enchanted Raven over here, and then I'm actually going to use this guy in charge mode. We can get some Wind Fury damage in. Puts him in the awkward position that he can't really take out any of our minions with his hero power anymore, except like these 2 chaps around the edges. And I think we've already got this one pretty under control. Well, the Starfall, a little bit scary, but it's not enough. Oh, it's not enough. We'll get old Fandral out. Good night, my friend. Good night. That was a nice, easy, relaxing time. And we've done it, and there we are, and we get ourselves the Moonglade Portal. That's all the cards from the expansion. Fantastic. Well, that just leaves me with Heroic to do. I say I'm probably just going to play through these on my own time. We'll take a little peek at them just to see what's going on in the Spire. Shade of Aran. Both players have spell damage +5. Okay, that's interesting. That's going to be pretty scary, but it's going to be a fun encounter, I think, to watch. Netherspite. 1 mana. Give your hero +8 attack. Okay, so you really can't mess around. So you're going to want to be dropping big taunts over on the side where they only take 1 damage. That's clearly the thing. And then you want stuff with high attack on the left side that can get in and Wind Fury, like charge things that can go in and deal a lot of damage with Wind Fury. So that's actually a really interesting encounter, you see, because it's almost like you got your tank and your DPS. You got your tank on the right, only taking 1 damage with the high health, and then you got your minions on the left that are your DPS, they're getting in behind him, and they can't be hit because of the tank, but they're going to get in and deal big damage. That's really cool. I like that a lot. Free Medivh doesn't actually say what you're doing here, but you know, we fought that orc warrior, the female orc at the start. I imagine she's even tougher. And Medivh, I'm sure Malchezaar will have like 30 extra armor and so on. So, that's going to do it for today. Thanks very much for joining me for One Night in Karazhan. It's been a magical time. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed it. Like I said, not too challenging, which, you know, whatever, that's fine as long as the heroic ones are a little bit more testing. But I did like the way that the previous expansions forced you to adapt your decks. I don't really feel like that was the case here. At least not on normal. Like the normal ones were so easy that you could just kind of stumble through with any deck as long as you played reasonably well. But flavour wise, absolutely spectacular. Absolutely nailed it. Thanks very much for another fun expansion, Blizzard. Now it just leaves us to see how the cards affect the constructed meta, how they affect the arena meta. Going to be interesting to find out. So that's going to do it for now. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, be sure to bop that like button and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos, Hearthstone and otherwise, or just pop back to the channel whenever, and there'll always be plenty of new content. So thanks for joining me. I've been Ken. It's been a great time here in Karazhan. I'm off to party with Medivh. I'm going to get down to some of Malchezaar's hottest jams, and we're going to have a good time. I hope you'll come and join us. Thanks very much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic night and a fantastic day, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers! Bam, 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 bam. Ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum ba-dum bum 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 da 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 da. Medivh, shots all round. Woo!